Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. I'm glad you enjoyed my story. I got over my dread eventually, and now I'm doing a lot better. He ordered an escort to his room and agreed to £200. Oh, and then he filmed him, and then he got an STD.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. What a nightmare.
Yeah, we did enjoy it, but we did feel bad for you as well. I've started up a relationship with a girl, but I find me and her have very little in common. She seems to be more interested in Instagram and social media than me. When we're out for a meal or a weekend away, she doesn't seem to care too much about what's going on in the now and present. Am I needy or am I right to be put off by this? Thanks as always. It's a generational thing, right?
I do think it is a generational thing. I think there would be maybe a certain level of neediness because obviously this guy is like new with. I always think that people are needy in beginning relationships because they kind of want not appreciation, but like acceptance.
Yeah, they want to know
from the other person that they actually do like you as much as they think they do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Instagram and all that. Well, you heard my rant earlier. People can get obsessed with these things, and I do notice with the younger generation when I was at gigs and stuff, and when I've been at like festivals, etc. They are acting totally different to how we used to act when we were in our 20s or even like late teens. It could be a age gap thing. I don't know how old this guy is compared.
I don't know why people are like. There's a difference, right? Like if they're just sitting there on their social media, scrolling through absent-minded TikToks and Instagrams, and you're just sort of sitting there, or are they taking photos of like food or where you're going and posting it and like taking photos with you in it, and like that's a different thing, right? Because they're like, look at me, I've got my boyfriend and we're going to these nice places and we're eating all this nice food.
Yeah,
that's like involvement. It's still annoying because they're constantly wanting to be on their phone, but they're showing the world they're happy to be with you.
Yeah.
Whereas if they're sitting there mindless scrolling, you're like, why am I even here? Like,
yeah, exactly. And I do think there needs to be a conversation like, look, I want to be in the now and present. You need to tone it down a bit. See how she takes it, because if you're unhappy with that now, in 2 years' time, when you've got less to say to each other, it'll be even worse. Do you know what I mean? And I know I've been on nights out with certain people who the entire night out is like their Instagram feed. Do you know what I mean? And like, you don't really interact with them much because they're too busy taking pictures of everything, and they're like going like this, selfies here, selfies there. I know people that go into bars to get into like a really bougie, expensive bar. They go into a bar, they buy one cocktail, and they stand there, and them and their mates stand there and take pictures together individually with these one cocktails, just all for the Instagram. Do you know what I mean? And that is the life that we're in at the minute. Like, if you looked at my social media tomorrow, my Facebook, you would think I'm on holiday and out drinking and out doing meals and stuff every day of the week. That's not reality. And some people, especially young people, are striving to be like an influencer or doing stuff like that. And that might be their way of like moving into it. And like, they're so on their Instagram because they think it's a way that they can make money in the future, which is just, well, we know how hard it is with the podcast. Like, you don't just fucking go viral overnight.
No, it takes a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
A lot of burnt out nights. Yeah, it's tough, man. I said to Sabine the other day, I love watching the videos of a guy's like filming his girlfriend, filming her food, and then he just digs his hand in and she takes the picture.
Yeah.
That to me is like comedy gold. But there's also a different side to it, right? Like if you take me and Sabina, I have a lot of anxiety and my ADHD and things like that. And there's certain situations and things like that, like going to the cinema. I love going to cinema because I'm forced to sit and watch the film, right?
Mm.
Whereas if I watch a movie at home,
you're double screening.
I'll sit in my phone, yeah, because situations happen in the film that make me uncomfortable or cause my anxiety to go this or that. And looking at my phone, because I'm still watching the film, but I'm distracting myself while scrolling through TikTok so I can handle what's going on.
Mm.
And situations, different situation, like when we met her family, obviously I can't speak to them, but I still felt awkward because they want to, feed me and my stomach issues cause my anxiety to go. So scrolling through my phone, although it seems a bit rude, for me was helping me deal with all the information that was coming towards me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, like Jamie said, having a conversation with, cutting it down, but you've also got to understand that if this person that you're with has these anxieties that they don't realize, that scrolling, even though they seem like they're not
things.
Yeah. It's their way of dealing with stuff. So you can't, everything nowadays, especially nowadays, everything's not black and white, right? And there's a lot of information coming from a lot of different angles which cause anxiety. And a lot of people are undiagnosed. Sorry, I couldn't get that word out. So don't just go in and be like, I feel like you're not involved and stuff like that. Try and understand if she comes out and she says things. There's always two different sides, but you are definitely right to be concerned if you're going away for a weekend and there's no break from it. Because like I said, I'm telling you how I am with my phone, but I definitely, if we go out somewhere, it'll be in my pocket.
Yeah, stays down.
I mean? Yeah. And like if we go out, I'll take a photo for my own thing, and then it'll go back in my pocket. It's only certain situations where I feel overwhelmed that my phone helps. So I'm just trying to give you that. But I'm not making an excuse for her.
No.
I mean,
just giving a bit of clarity what it could be.
Yeah. People deal with, and you could try other things. Like I don't know where it went, which is probably why I don't use it. I used to have a ring that span, and it's like a fidget thing, and that helped with a lot of anxiety because it's your brain's not focusing on everything. Like you're sort of twisting it in your hand. No one notices you're doing it, but you're able to focus a bit more.
Yeah.
So there's loads of different things like that. But yeah, just have a conversation. And some people are just generally fucking rude.
Yeah.
As well. Just to throw that out there. Not to be nice all the time. Yeah, some people are just fucking rude. And you just might be a different person and actually enjoy life where they just want to see it happen to other people.
Yeah, that's true. Some people just love the Instagram feed.
Yeah.
And that's their entire life.
So that person isn't for you, unfortunately, and it's best to cut it while it's fresh. And like Jamie says, like 2 years down the line, when you're comfortable with each other and you've got nothing to say, what you're going to fucking do then?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
it's not going to get any better. That's the way I think.
Me and Speedy went to the cinema yesterday, so I said to see that Maxine. There was a huge crash on the motorway. So it was at standstill. We were sitting there, and Speedy turns to me and she's like, "So what's new?" I was like, "Nothing." Just looked out the window.
Fuck it though.
We ended up putting like Monk on my phone and watching like TV on the phone in the car. But we do still talk. That was just a random occasion. But yeah, I mean, you got to think about these things down the line. But good luck. We love hearing from you. Glad you got over your, I was thinking about the mugging thing still. And I mean, so don't think that emails come and go like we still do. Sometimes they touch us, Jamie, inappropriately. Yeah.